Okay, I'm back here. Had a little battery trouble. I'm installing this carburetor, and what I've got is a throttle assembly was slightly different. It's probably a new, better design, and I hooked that up already. The needle needed to be removed, and let's get down in here. See if we can move this over. There we go. A little bit tight with the gas tank still installed, but just a little lazy to remove it, I guess. We'll start these bolts again. And there we go. We'll tighten these down with the hex key here on the socket. Probably around 15 foot-pounds or so. Not too much. We don't want to squash the gasket all out. And then after I get this tightened, I want to drop the throttle assembly down in there before doing the choke. A little bit more, that's about right. Okay, then the throttle assembly is slightly different from the old one. Hopefully a better design. And we'll get that up on top here. In this slot, there's an angle adjustment on it for your idle. It needs to be on this side. We'll slide that down in there. Make sure it seats good. And let's see here. See if it goes all the way down like that. And then we tighten up this collar because the spring's already installed. That's going to hold the needle to the bottom. And I can't tell if it's cross-threading here. Thought I was saving time by leaving the fuel tank on, but maybe it's not. It's kind of in the way for all this. And once I get this hooked up, I'm going to move on to the choke assembly. This doesn't need to be that tight. And then the choke comes through here. Goes through the, you bring this open, slide it through the side of that little tunnel and bring that back. Bring it up here. Bring the guide up. And like that. Okay, so I'm going to push the choke in all the way to push it out on the column. Make sure we have a little bit of free play. And then I'm going to tighten the cable up. And that should be seated. That's pretty good right now. We'll tighten the side screw to hold that cable in place. Not too tight. And then we have to put the fuel line on, and that goes right here. Take and pinch this little squeeze clamp down, That went on super easy. Easier than the old model. And then our air filter goes on. Just like that. And then that's an 8mm, no, I'm sorry, a 7mm socket. And we'll tighten that down once I locate it. Let's see if that's the right socket. And it's not. Well, I set it down somewhere here. There it is. And so we tighten this up. Then the last thing to do is turn the fuel on and give it a leak test. Give it a minute for the bowl to fill up with fresh fuel. And you see the new filter on there. So we'll turn the fuel on. This should fill the bowl up. See the fuel in the bowl. Now I'm going to start it. I'm going to try to start it. We'll put the emergency brake on. I'll pull the choke assembly out. See if that operates. And it does. See that? And I'll try it.